She realized the power of not being limited to the space and time, and that in any moment of love, we can feel the presence of somebody, whether they are alive or dead. On 15th January, some years ago, Anup Kaur Madan, that you may have known her as first and then later became Anup Kaur Chowdhury, blessed this earth with her presence. The name that you may have known, you came to know as this amazing, inspiring, strong, joyful, full of life individual who we all have a lot of love for, and that love that unifies us today to be here together. On behalf of my mum, I would love to extend deep gratitude for all your love that you have shown, not only today, but all throughout her life. Mum formed many meaningful relationships, from friends, family, her student, fellow colleagues, and the impact of which I'm only starting to realize now. Running out of vases for the flowers that poured in from all corners of the world was just one example of the impact she had on so many. Another was that I experienced a call yesterday from her colleague in India who said that since they've heard the news there of her passing, her students have been sharing how much my mum had helped them grow. I have been inundated with calls from all over sharing with me how my mum's given advice helped them in even one conversation. She most definitely had a gift that was able to reach people from all ages. This is a very value that this amazing woman has instilled in me as her daughter. 39 years ago, my soul led my mum and I to choose each other as daughter and mum. I am blessed to have had such an amazing woman give me birth that I call my physical mum. I will continue to call my soulful mum. But you see, it didn't stop there. She became my sister, my best friend, and guess what? Even at times my daughter. And those of you who know her understand when I say she used to say to you, "Eh meri kudi hai ke main odi kudi haan," which basically means, is she my daughter or her daughter? She often told me that she gave me birth after numerous prayers by her and my brother to have a sister, and that I was the perfect gift from God. Until, of course, I upset her, or I crossed the line or argued with her. And then she said to me, "Tu hospital vich hi badal gayi hai, tu meri kudi nahi ho sakti," which is basically saying, "You were changed in hospital, you're not my daughter." To which I used to reply, "Okay, mum, let's find your real daughter, because who knows, I could be missing out on another amazing mum." The thought of this would then lead us both to hug, cry, laugh, knowing that both in our hearts that we wouldn't change each other for the world. My mum has been a rock for me, supporting me, and let's not forget challenging me to the very woman I am today. The challenging me to grow started as young as when I could crawl, and whenever I would stumble, she would say, "Bache ut ja, bade khade aange zindagi vich, utna sikh." Basically means, "Come on, bacha, get up. You will have plenty of stumbles like this in life, and you are wise to learn how to get up after them." If I were to share all the fun moments my mum and I had, I would be here a long time. Some of that I really enjoyed were our Bollywood cinema nights, some of our girly chats, our naughty jokes, and of course cooking. And those of you who know my mother and daughter relationship know that she did the cooking, I was the professional taster. Because my heartstrings are so lovingly attached to my mum, her transcending this physical existence has been the hardest challenge I have been through, and yet the most inspiring gift she leaves me with, and that too just a day before my 39th birthday. Thank you, Mum. You made sure you completed the full 38-year cycle with me, and then rebirthed me again. In 2017, my mum made me promise her, something that I never knew on making that the time would come too soon to fulfill. My mum lost Nani, as Paul said, at the age of 5, and she grieved her for 60 years. When she realized the power of not being limited to the space and time, and that in any moment of love we can feel the presence of somebody, whether they are alive or dead, This is what she said to me. Manmeet, promise me that the work that you help so many others with, you will also do on yourself when I die, so that you never miss me, and in our love for each other you will feel my presence around you always, because I will never be gone, I would have just transformed. In Gurbani, you may have heard this as Guruji explaining to us, Maran har e jiara nahi, life energy never dies. Mum, thank you for everything that you did for me in your physical life, but don't think you're off the hook. I await your guidance, support, and of course telling me off in this new energy that I now experience with you. I love you, I feel you, and I will never forget you. Benji, Auntie, Darling, Brajaiji, Nani, Dadi, and Mum. We come together to breathe together. We come together to meet you in this sacred instant, in this present moment. These bodies before you are not us. Like you, we too are limitless. Neither you nor we are limited by these bodies. Thank you for teaching us that like you, we are made of love without boundaries. Like you, we have never truly been born, and like you, we will never truly die. You would never to be permanently bound by space or time, and you are once again free to be everywhere always in your new and beautiful forms that we feel. And so we join you now to comprehend our own forever being. Looking up at the celestial skies, we look at the stars, we look at that is filled with stars, and we know that you are every one of them. Since before time, we have all been there, timeless, free. Birth and death are but temporary doors through which we pass, like sacred thresholds along our infinite journey. Birth and death are like a game of hide and seek. And although in one moment we think you've gone into some kind of hiding, in the next moment we also deeply know that you are fully present with us, so there is nothing to seek. We know that you are holding us in your formless arms of love, and you know that we are holding you in the very depths of our hearts. And so ever mindfully we contemplate that your smile in this form of sunshine is like our smile in the form of contentment. And your laughter in the form of wind is like our laughter in the form of our breath. Your tears in the form of falling rain are like our tears in the form of streaming sadness. We say goodbye to you in one breath, and we say hello to you in the next. We mourn your loss in one moment, and meet to gain you soulfully in the next. So we shall meet you again and again and again. At the source of everything, in every moment, we shall meet together again through all the beautiful forms of life, love, and eternity. Thank you, Mum.